Alright, you guys, I brought for you today top 10 ways to improve at Battlefield 1 if you're a COD player. Um, Enemies will be at great distances is number 10 because of the fact that in Call of Duty, you don't have to worry about people being at super long range, but in Battlefield, you can be shot from up to like 90 meters. And in Call of Duty, that's like getting noob tube across the map. You just really don't expect it. Number 9 is don't hold down the trigger. Do not hold down the trigger to fire because of the fact that in Battlefield recoil is, let's say, realer. I mean, there are guns with high recoil, like I guess you could say the MTAR and Ghost had a nice kick to it and stuff like that. But all in all, it's simpler to aim and shoot and just hold down and kill somebody in a Call of Duty game. But in Battlefield, it's harder because of the fact that recoil is real, and shooting somebody at such a distance will cause your aim to, let's say, be worse. Number 8, patience is a virtue. The reason why patience is a virtue in Battlefield is because in Call of Duty, with the SMG, you can run into a room with a guy, jump up, hold your spray button, RT or R2, depending on what console you're on, and just spray at the guy and kill him, you know? In Battlefield, there's a little more, let's wait for him to move a little bit more, or let me duck in the cover. It's just a little more strategic in that way. Where in Call of Duty, you can just jump shot somebody, make them miss their bullets, and then spray and pray. Next is number 7. Mini maps are different. Now, when I say mini maps are different, it's because from what I've seen, they show if you shoot on the radar, but it's not always there. I don't know, maybe just because I'm not an experienced Battlefield player, but I don't always see the difference with, like, Call of Duty. Somebody shoots and they don't have a suppressor, they show up red. You can go to that location as long as you're shooting, or even if they stop, but you know where they are. In Battlefield, it seems like it does show up and you are on the mini-map, but it's just not as crucial as it is in Call of Duty. Kind of like playing COD 4. In COD 4, everybody's on the map because nobody really runs suppressor. So you know where everybody is, and that's kind of how Battlefield is. And the difference is you can kind of be standing next to an enemy and not know they're there until when you realize that you're not supposed to work together. So, I mean, I think it's cool as another realistic standpoint that you can't just have a mini-map that knows exactly where you are unless you do have a circling UAV in real life. So, I like it because it adds a different way to play the game. Now, number 6 is more realistic with vehicles. Now, in older Call of Duties, I believe it was World at War, you could drive a tank. It wasn't OP. You could blow it up significantly easier than a tank in Battlefield. But the vehicles are real. If you suck at vehicles, do not get in a vehicle. Understand that you want to practice, which is perfectly fine. But practicing is a time when you have a whole squad with your friends. Not when you're playing solo and trying to complete challenges, because it's going to suck for you, not just for your teammates. You know? So, I mean, if you're not a good driver, make sure that you're always in the gunner seat. And when you're playing with randoms that you don't know, that's fine. Because they don't know. They just want to drive. And if they wanted to be in the gunner seat, they would. And don't be that guy that just sits in a non-moving vehicle because nobody wants to drive it. Just drive the vehicle to get to point A, then get out. Next on my list is number 5. Bullet drop. Now, bullet drop matters in Battlefield. I can't remember the exact term for it, but in Call of Duty, they don't use projectiles unless you're like a noob tube or RPG. But in Battlefield, or they use scanner hits, so that even in Call of Duty, as long as you're shooting and it's on target, it will hit. There's no projectile that goes, bullets just automatically hit as long as you're on target. In Battlefield, they have projectiles, like I said, with noob tubes and grenade launchers in Call of Duty, but this is for every weapon. So every bullet actually travels a distance before it drops off and makes the game more realistic in that sense. So bullet drop matters because of that. If you're a sniper and you're crazy like 200 meters away, you know, camping on a boat while everybody else is on the island, you have to aim higher up so that when the bullet drop hits, you hit your target still. Now, there's no clear-cut way for me to explain it because I am nowhere near the best sniper. But bullet drop, essentially, the further the bullet has to travel, at certain points, it drops off. So, I think one gun I had in a medic class is the sweeper. I can't remember the whole name. and it drops off after 20 meters. So after 20 meters, you have to aim a little bit higher. But you can also aim on target as well, but your bullets might hit them in the leg, which could cause you to die thinking that you shot a guy 7 times, but it hit his pinky toe. Next, classes matters. Number 4. Classes matter if you are a medic or an assault, a support, or a scout. Medics obviously heal people. We'll get into that a little bit later. Heal, revive. Assault destroys tanks. That's your main objective as an assault. Especially if you're playing with friends. I understand if you're playing with randoms, it's a little bit different. You may not care, but just say with friends. You are supposed to help destroy tanks. Support also can help destroy tanks, but they're kind of the guys that suppress. Oh, there's a guy 30 meters right, or 30 meters east. I'm sorry, I said right. 30 meters east. You shoot over there so that the guy can't really see, and then your assault or your scout even finish him off. Now, scout is meant to spot people. If you see somebody coming up over the hedge, southwest, you spot him. That way he shows up on the mini-map. So these are the things that you do as each class. And now the next topic is you can revive people. Number 3. When we just talked about classes matter, yes. If you are a medic, please be a medic. Medics can revive people that are dead. I'm not saying run into 10 people shooting at you because the one guy from your one squad decided to run out the one door that everybody's throwing grenades at. But when there are people that are dead around you that you can still revive, make it a point to revive them if you're going to be a medic. If you don't want to revive them, tell your friends, hey, look, I'm not running med kits or the syringe. I'm just running medical for this gun. You know what I mean? So let people know. But if you're a medic, revive. Here's something fun. Number 2, supply drops are cosmetic only. This is something that I wish COD took from Battlefield. But there are so many different things. The Royal something for a gun, or my favorite, the Blue Devil or the Hunter, the General. These are all different guns. I'm just giving you their skin names. But there we go. Skin names. Nothing matters. Nothing changes stats. It's beautiful. Last but not least, people, this is not Call of Duty. That's the whole point of this video, is that you cannot treat this game like another COD. It's completely different with how gun plays, how vehicles work, how large maps are, how far you have to shoot from. You can't just roll up on people, pull out your 5, and start spraying and praying. Guys, I think this is a thing now, but can we all become a part of the notification squad? You know what I mean? I just want you to go to my channel. There's going to be a little bell icon, and I just want you to click it. It tells you every time I upload a video. I would appreciate it so that you guys know that my content's always coming. Always coming. Hey guys, sorry I sound a little congested. I am a little sick right now. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Everything. Just follow me. You know what I mean? I hope you guys enjoy the video. Be royal, stay loyal. I'm out.